Stream.
Am I taking this into the kitchen?
We exist. I should also have the dock.
Into the kitchen and put it up high so Fen can't get it.
That's not
the dock. What is the dock?
the dock. You know, for Twitch chat.
Oh, okay.
So I can actually.
Gotcha.
I'll have you know both my dogs looked up.
Playing Chrono Jotter.
I'll have you know that both my dogs looked up and went dog.
Yeah.
What dog? David, are you putting a dog on the mic?
Mr. David said dog. Where's dog? Is it friend dog?
It's
Friend
me.
dog.
I'm dog.
Friend David dog.
I'm an absolute dog. Also, Michelle, I have good news for you.
Okay.
You are the main character because I'm going to be honest. You'll see why very quickly.
Okie Bailey told me that it had been discussed.
You did good job at telling Shell that we're going to be playing a different game this week.
Well, at the end of stream, I think we kind of. I was under the assumption that we were going
to you. I don't think I can do this again. I think we're going back. We're going Chrono Jotter next time.
Yeah.
I just needed to give you a hard time because I was like, "Do you know that we're reading today?" And she's like, "What?"
Okay, there we go. What do you mean unstable? I'm normal.
I'm normal. Nice.
Apply. Allow.
I ordered new acrylic paint pens, and so I've been working on Blastoise today.
Hell yeah. Here's my phone.
Also, if you're ready for body TMI, I was really afraid that I had caught the gastrointestinal bug that's been going around. Yeah.
Oh, the one.
The diarrhea for days one. I was real scared. My stomach hurt so bad last night.
That one that killed fucking Lindsey Graham.
It's this thing. Like it's across. It's over half the United States now have cases of it, and it's literally. Well, I was telling David. Yeah, it's okay. like you have diarrhea for days.
I would hope David would be aware enough of the.
I'm aware of this.
Issues in the world.
Request is not complete. Please try again. Here, I'm just gonna do.
But yeah, so good times. Turns out it was not that because I woke up fine, but
yeah.
Not that one.
It was scary last night.
Maybe my old password. Enter the code from your phone again.
Gone.
755. Submit. I did it.
You also have your ice cream in the freezer. Don't forget about that.
Then we close. Make it big. There we go. Wow, there's somebody watching this dumpster fire. Hello. Why is it? Oh, is the bitrate too high? Oh, hold on. Oh, I have to redo all of my settings. Video output. There we go. Why would the bitrate be too high? If anything, I'd expect it to be too low.
And tonight on our episode of David Against Technology.
Average stream bitrate too high. I think it'd be too low.
Actually, let me see if I need water.
I suppose it would help if I started actually watching the stream.
Well, he just now shared it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are very adorable gals.
All girlies. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I want to watch this, but also I need to get water.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Problem solved, Bailey.
Yeah, I guess I have to get water now.
Hold on. I can fix it. Is it one of those things where if I leave it on the screen for long enough, it'll do it?
I can fix it. By fix it, I mean leave it alone?
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those games. Maybe it's like styled after the old PS2, PS3 era of this shit. I don't know. You remember when you put in Crisis, and then if you'd wait on the main menu long enough, it'd do the trailer for Crisis?
Yeah. It was just like, hey bud, I don't know where you went, but
the
here you go.
funniest bit apart about that is if your PC wasn't good enough, that was a great way to test if you could even start the game, was to let that trailer go, because it'd be an in-engine trailer.
Yeah.
So it's a system check for your system.
Honestly, so hilarious.
I might die. Hold on. Were we not? Baylor, are you back?
Vamp a little bit longer. I gotta use the restroom.
So Shao, our girl has schizophrenia, like hallucination type.
Beautiful.
She is a lesbian. We know that much. She might be manic depressive. Unsure about that one yet.
Cool.
Also, not to say anything about the start, but that is very strangely drawn. I'm assuming that's a knee, but also this perspective is weird. Huh. I also just now realized you cannot see what I'm looking at. But
Nope.
That's okay.
I do love that you were like, oh, main character has several weird mental illnesses. Shell can play her.
It's also the vibe.
No, it's honestly valid. I mean,
oh, this is a black-haired, fucked up girl. Yeah, this is a shell girl.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
And then I look at the woman across from her, the girl across from her, who's like this pink-haired.
Okay, why can I not?
Gives me Makima vibes, and I think Bailey will have a fun time playing her. All right.
Hey, David.
Yes.
David, you're not streaming it to Discord.
I know. It's also not on right now. Bam.
Okay.
Now we watch the opening crawl.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You good there, David?
I'm muted. Anyway.
You're muted. Also, I can't see it anymore. You minimized the application.
No, I didn't.
That's what Discord says.
Do I have to keep it in window or else it doesn't work?
Yeah.
That's fun. Good to know. All right. Michelle, are you ready?
Sure.
Still not showing it.
Shell, are you seeing it?
I'm not. No.
I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? No, not conflict. I'm gonna, or not title. Stop.
Today it's David yells at his computer instead of I yell at mine.
Okay. Stop streaming.
Hold on, Shelley.
We're gonna do this again.
Eventually.
And both y'all get in.
I'm in.
Okay, is it good now?
No.
It still says that you've minimized your application.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
Oh, Discord's thinking.
It still says minimize on my side.
It's not minimize. What if I minimize it and then bring it out?
Then the computer
Stream
controls
pause.
you.
Swap to your application to resume. My brother in Christ, I'm on the application. You know what I might have to do? I might have to just not click off of the game when I launch it.
Yeah, and just do your window.
Well, then I have to... Oh, this is painful.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Does this game not like getting streamed?
Possibly.
What if I instead stream my screen to y'all instead of
that's what I meant.
Application? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's not going to affect stream. It's just us.
Yeah.
Why are you showing 2 Chrono Jotters?
They multiplied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're good. We can see. We can hear.
Full screen. Has that caused issues?
No. We're good.
Ah. Shell, take us away.
Here we go. This place was an enclosed space, without sound, and without light. Ran Ubiki laid there, curled upon the floor. Her chest rose and fell, gently in time with her breathing. She seemed to be asleep.
The first decision. What are we thinking, gang?
I mean, are we just going to be watching her sleep, or are we going to wake her up? Like,
that's up to you.
Shell has to make the decisions because she's main voice.
Oh, do I? Punch her in the tit.
All right, wake her up.
In order to avoid burdening her mind any further, my consciousness crept slowly up to Ron's brain and gave her a light stimulus to wake her.
So, another strange thing about Ran that because I did play like what would probably be like the first hour of this to like kind of see. Didn't meet anybody, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for casting. I'm just gonna go off vibes, I guess. But there's like a pseudo narrator, which is who we're in the perspective of right now. But I think it is still Ran. It's just weird. Mental illness, yay!
Yay! Ron opened her eyes and awoke from her dream. The cold floor was a shock to her cheeks, and she jumped up from the floor the moment she awoke. But before she could even fully rise, she slammed the back of her head right into the ceiling. Shaking in pain, she bent back down again. She rubbed her head as she looked around. She couldn't see a thing. She tried to remember just what had happened the last time she'd been awake, but found only a strange mist over those memories. And within that mist, a single silhouette stood out. A girl in a school uniform with an open notebook in her hands. Ron stared at that silhouette, now acutely aware of the dire situation she was in. It had been too long since she'd last eaten a page from the notebook. Her heartbeat, the pain from her solar plexus, and a perpetually sweat-stained face all reminded her that her symptoms were about to act up again.
So does everyone know what this solar plexus is?
Yeah, your belly.
Cool. Very fun. For people who do not know, at home perhaps, there's a bundle of nerves in the center of like your chest around where your sternum is, and it is quoted as one of your 5 chakras.
It also really sucks to get punched there.
Yes. It's why if you
and a lot of the
Go ahead.
Just a lot of the times when people talk about like astral projections or like out of body experiences, that's where they feel the connection. Oftentimes.
Yeah, it's why if you ever punch somebody square in the chest and they're like catching their breath, even if you didn't punch them like too terribly hard, that's why. It's because you just hit a bundle of nerves.
Yeah.
You skipped.
I did. It's too dark.
It's the log. Go to log.
This one.
Ron tried her best to ignore her increasingly frenetic heartbeat and, with a practiced hand, pulled out a notebook from a hidden pocket on the inside of her jacket. She gently caressed the rough leather cover of the notebook, and her wildly beating heart settled down a little.
Oh, I have to close it.
Yes.
Like a clownfish returning to its anemone. She wanted to open the notebook, but given how dark it was, she decided not to for the moment. I'm going to really enjoy reading these batshit lines as a completely calm narrator.
Oh, yeah, and then ran.
I need to find some light. She held the notebook under her left armpit and raised her right hand, trying to get an idea of the room size through touch. But it turned out she hardly needed to raise her arm at all to touch the ceiling of this space. Ron was left with no option but to press her right hand to the ceiling and slowly shuffle forwards. She confirmed that this enclosed space was extremely narrow, as if it was a coffin that had been custom fit to her size. Ron decided to give up on escaping for now. She sat down on the ground and pulled her cell phone out from an inner pocket on her jacket. She turned on the phone's flashlight and checked what she was wearing, a winter-styled school uniform, it turned out. She tapped the screen a few times, trying to figure out her location, but the no signal indicator on the upper left corner left her stumped. Ron wiped her sweat, illuminated the notebook, and flipped to the page where her personal details were recorded.
Ron Ibuki, late Heisei era. Stats. Temporary points. We'll get into that in a second. Currently suffering from damaged memory, but clearly understands that her goal is to find her girlfriend, Anne Sakura. Suffers from schizophrenia and hallucinates vividly when under severe pressure. Oh, hey, Clay.
Just so you know, it's going to be on, not Anne.
Oh, is it on? Okay. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
like on persona. Got it.
Yep.
Long-term use of olanzapine. Olanzapine? Clay, how do you say this word? Fuck. Never mind. Olanzapine.
Olanzapine.
Olanzapine. And therapy conducted by Anne Sakura have helped with her recovery. Clay's back. Received systematic training in logical. I almost called it logistical.
Two different things.
Logistical isn't a word. In logical analysis and deductive reasoning. But memory loss may lead to impaired abilities.
Okay.
She licked her lips, stared at the clearly questionable listings there, and decided to try her best at performing a recollection to warm up her brain, if nothing else. All right, let's begin the recollection. I should choose carefully.
When the notebook has new information, a notification will appear here. Recall. Clicking on the notebook and flip to the corresponding page to check the new information. Shell, I think you're gonna like the vibes of this as much as I do.
Sweet.
But Shell,
I'm an
you're
investigative journalist. Oh,
Ran.
yeah.
You are going to answer these questions.
Sweet. I'm an investigative journalist, but when I reached the scene of the crime to conduct interviews, I discovered the victim was my love. What should I do?
Stay calm and try to investigate the scene. Steal the police investigation reports, or charge through the police cordon and kiss the corpse.
Oh, which is the most unhinged option.
Yes.
These
do have ties to your stats. I will not tell you which stats they have ties to.
Sweet. You guys can voice opinions as well. Investigative journalist.
I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder who always wants you to do the most romantic and batshit thing.
I can tell you which one is the romantic one that gives you charisma. But here is my. I will give you a
Is
lifeline.
it Kiss the Corpse?
It is Kiss the Corpse, actually. That's the one that boosts
Yeah.
your
Wait a
charisma
second.
score, by the way.
To be fair,
David-
honestly,
David, you really fucked up the I'm not gonna tell you what
I
to do.
just want to tell you for this one because it's very funny that that's the one.
But it's
Well,
the most
look,
romantic one.
and think about it too. Like you're an investigative journalist, right? Which means possibly questionable morals to begin with. And if you run through the police cordon and kiss the corpse, you can learn a lot about what's going on in the situation just from hearing the reaction.
The most romantic thing
You're
to
gonna
do
be
is
in your own situation. Fuck you, me.
So
Anyways.
We ain't trying to get necromantic here.
necromancy.
to be fair, I have a lot of mental illnesses, and this is
if
my love.
romance
Let's
is
charge
dead,
the
I
police
guess
cordon
I'm
and kiss
a
the corpse.
necrophiliac.
Do the thing.
So what do you want to do, Shell?
Oh, go kiss my girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh no.
I've illustrated a stunningly accurate portrait for a client, but they refused to pay me for my work, as we contracted. What should I do?
Find out why they refuse to pay me and resolve the conflict. Steal treasure greater than the value of compensation owed me from their home. Convince their nemesis to join me to gain revenge upon them.
These are fun.
Yeah. The vibes are immaculate in this game, I will say.
Yeah. Question is, how unhinged do I want to be?
We already kissing corpses. Let's.
I have
pull off
already
the deep
kissed
end.
a corpse. Yeah.
But that was your love.
That's true. Let's go with revenge
Convince their nemesis to join me.
and gain revenge upon them. I stand before an old 2-floor apartment. I knocked on the door to 102, but nobody answered me. I'm wondering if a friend of mine who might have gone missing is home or not. What should I do?
Find a spare key hidden near the door. Pick the lock and break in. Or lie about being the resident's little sister to get the key from the landlord.
Find the spare key is what I would vote for.
I'm gonna say the key is even to a schizophrenic person, probably the first thing you would do.
Find the spare key.
Yeah. Or at least look for one. I returned to the school building during the night because I left my homework in my desk in class. But just as I was about to unlock the door, I saw a stranger in the classroom. What should I do?
Keep my distance. Run immediately. Or tell her a wonderful joke.
Prey instinct says to flee.
Okay, well,
Unhinged instinct says tell a wonderful joke.
Yeah.
True.
kiss her.
I'm gonna say there's a curiosity level here too, though. Let's go with keep my distance.
All right. Oh yeah, Bailey, it's that one I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
After I got shit-faced with my friends last night, I woke up with a hangover the next day and found that there was a corpse in the midst of our snoring pile. What should I do?
Notice that the corpse is still wearing shoes. Take them off for her and place them at the entrance where they belong. By the way, none of these are sane answers.
No.
Twist and turn a bit so that you're not touching the corpse anymore and go back to sleep. Or take a selfie of everyone on the ground.
Take a selfie. If I'm going
We
down,
got
the rest of you are too,
First and
bitches.
foremost.
That's what I would do.
Yo, it's me
I
and the
love the
girls.
twisted
Don't mind the
turn
blood
of
on
it.
her face. It's fine.
Listen, we're all fucking going down.
So,
You try to piss on me.
Shell, to help you out, remember, this is a girl who gets vivid hallucinations.
Oh yeah, I'm leaning towards twisting and turning a bit, being like, oh, this is clearly a hallucination. I'm just gonna go back to sleep and hope that everything works out.
Would you like to lock that in?
Although
All I'm
placing them at
saying
the
is-
entrance is great too, considering it'd be a hallucination. Be like, bitch, why are you wearing shoes in here?
I was gonna say hallucination or not, that's just rude. You gotta.
I love
You know,
that.
if she did think it was a hallucination, that could very well be. You know, when you like know you're dreaming, if you ever had a lucid dream before, and you're just like, it doesn't matter what I do now.
I love them being like a pseudo narrator here, like refusing to offer an actual opinion on these things.
You know.
Uh,
I am the riddle master. Answer my questions, 5.
let's do the shoes.
All right. Take them off and put them near the door.
Yeah, if I'm gonna have delusions, they're at least gonna be polite delusions. My love is about to commit suicide by jumping from the edge of the roof. What should I do?
Should you notice that the cops are approaching and try to delay her through a conversation, but to no avail? Run over and grab her, but to no avail. Or tell her that you want to be together with her as you head into the future, but to no avail.
And see, there's no jump off the roof with her option.
I know. I feel like the last one is the closest.
Very much so.
There needs to be a do a flip to some avail.
Yeah.
Some avail, but she falls while clapping.
You run and tackle her, and you both plummet off the roof.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that wasn't one of them.
Right?
I'm surprised that wasn't the second one, frankly.
Run and
I
grab
mean,
her.
The big thing about this is the fact that you fail no matter what.
Yeah.
You fail no matter what. Run over
So
and
like
grab her.
if you even if you were like, oh, we end up going together, that's not I don't feel like that's as good as I don't think it gets the same story beat as the if you just straight up fail, you know.
Yeah.
We're locking in run over and grab her, but to no avail.
But to no avail.
All right, so Shell, you've ended up with a 6 in investigation, a 4 in alacrity, and a 5 in charisma. The game,
Cool.
the game will tell you what that means. Yeah.
It's out of 30, but cool.
Investigation represents the ability to discern contradictions. This includes contradictions in testimonials, contradictions in space-time. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Contradictions between knowledge and behavior, and contradictions between reality and physical law. Raising this ability allows Rand to discern tiny contradictions, accurately point them out, and pick up on minor clues to reconstruct the truth. It's funny that they put them out of order. Charm represents the ability to discern emotions. This includes empathizing with the emotions of others, manipulating the feelings of others, attracting the love of others, and understanding the feelings of others. Raising this ability allows Rand to take to social interactions like a fish to water, and to manipulate others into willingly sacrificing anything for her.
Yes, like gatekeep girl boss.
Exactly.
We in this.
Manipulation master bitch.
That you and Shell have decided to pronounce her name in different ways.
Ran? Or is it Ron? It might be Ron. Shell might be right, actually.
Yeah. I just
My English brain makes me think of Anne and
Rain.
Ran. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say rain just to cause problems.
you can't be doing that. Shell might go, who?
To be fair, Rain's kind of insane too, so
I mean,
I
hey,
did say I was doing it to cause problems, so
I can't wait for Clay to just voice my delusions, but not the ones that the game has, just like random extra delusions.
oh yeah, absolutely. That's what he's here for like the hour or so he's here. Also, one of the main reasons I did go, this is a Shell character, is she does give off Rain vibes in like
Cool.
the more darker ways.
Mm-hmm.
Alacrity represents the ability to coordinate mind and body. This includes agility and speed, manual dexterity, sharpened reaction times, skillful lockpicking, and escaping disaster. Raising this ability allows Ron to rapidly react to unexpected situations, unmake unman-made obstacles, unman-made, and achieve the avoidance of obstacles or the seizing of opportunities.
all I'm saying is if we can riz them up, we don't even need a lockpick.
I mean, hey,
I seduce the door.
my dick opens many doors, Ed boy.
That is some hardwood right there.
I think I have the proper tools. Ron nodded. She felt that her personal information had been greatly improved now. But she was still a bit
I'm
hesitant.
insane.
Did she perhaps need to rethink her recollections?
Cool thing the game does is after you go through it, I think it does become pretty obvious what each of the choices were for. So you can reread.
But you could be like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that's more for repeat playthroughs if you wanted. So
Where you're trying to get like specific things.
yeah. So conclude recollections.
Ron decided not to recollect any further. She flipped the notebook to its rear cover. On the inside of the rear cover were a few miniature ring sleeves holding 3 long, strip-shaped bookmarks. Ron pulled out one of these bookmarks and placed it into the first page of the notebook. Now that all the necessary preparations had been made, she closed the notebook and placed it back into her jacket. Ron used her phone to illuminate the ceiling. The glowing screen immediately drove away all the darkness, and she found that there was a ring-shaped lock keeping the ceiling locked from the inside. She reached out and easily picked the ring lock, and was just about to push open the ceiling when she grew hesitant. Ron realized that she had no idea what was waiting for her out there. Moving recklessly might plunge her into an even more dangerous situation. And keeping the lock to a tiny basement such as this inside the basement itself seemed ridiculous at best. You didn't keep someone confined in a room by locking that room from the inside. Ron couldn't help but wonder what the mastermind which brought her to this place wanted from her.
Panic room.
I was about to say, bitch, maybe you locked yourself in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough, bud.
Hey.
She pulled her hand back from the handle and turned off the flashlight on her cell phone, leaving only the dim light of the screen itself. Hugging her own legs, she leaned against the wall and stared at the phone's wallpaper. It was a selfie of Ron Ibuki and a different girl with the exact same school uniform. That girl was her long-lost love, An Sakura, who had been missing for 4 years. Ron Ibuki closed her eyes, letting the memories she'd made with her love wash over her. Even though she couldn't recall many of her memories clearly anymore, she could still remember everything about the two of them as though it had just happened.
Play, what's that? What's that thing you say all the time? You don't yearn like Ron yearns or something like that.
Y'all don't yearn like I yearn.
Remembering the way their shared story had ultimately ended, she raised her head without hesitation. She moved herself back over to the ring lock from before. Then she pushed the ceiling open slightly, so there was just a crack from which she could carefully peer out at the area around. Ice-cold air flowed into the underground chamber. Ron shivered a little and exhaled a cloud of steam. Outside, she saw a lightless hallway where wooden flooring met mottled walls. The hallway didn't seem all that wide. It had been a long time since Ron had seen such an old wooden building as this.
I saw wooden in my brain. I was occupying Flint, and my brain auto-filled that as the end of the sentence. That's my bad.
Ron guessed that she was, perhaps, in some sort of shack in the middle of the woods at the moment. Her heartbeat remained wild despite the progress she'd made, and the veins at the temples of her face continued to pulse forcefully.
That did give
She had
me
a
a good
skull.
measure for how much you need before I can move to the next one now. So
Yeah. She had a skull-splitting headache and couldn't help blinking. She needed to find a safe place and restabilize the rising pressure. If at all possible, she didn't want to have to eat any more paper. Ron took a deep breath, scrunched her eyes a few times, and pushed the entire ceiling open.
that's our girl.
Mm-hmm.
Rain herself.
Sprawled on the edge of the exit, she craned her neck and surveyed her surroundings. A wooden hallway appeared before Ron's eyes. Toward the right of the hallway, there were clearly a row of standard-sized classrooms.
Oh, the vibes.
With both hands, Ron pushed herself up from the floorboards, bringing herself back up to ground level. She looked towards both ends of the hallway. She didn't detect any traces of anyone skulking on either end. The lifeless darkness seemed to accentuate the chill of the hallway. Every breath Ron took made her lungs hurt, like they were being frozen over. Though the windows remained immobile thanks to the wooden grill holding them in place, Ron could still hear the freezing wind howling outside the room. Ron leaned against the window and stared outside blankly. She couldn't figure out how she was connected to this dilapidated school at all. She'd escaped a small mystery, only to find herself in the midst of a larger one. The pressure mounting against Ron was starting to strain her limits, and not even the ice-cold air could stem her sweating. With a trembling hand, she tried to wipe her sweat away. Even though she was missing many of her memories, Ron Ibuki was somehow certain that she was no stranger to anomalous events like this. Sorry. But she couldn't remember any of the specifics. All she could remember was that each of those events had been miserable experiences for her, and that each event had also been closely linked to her quest to find An Sakura somehow. All right, I should come up with a way to get out of here. I can keep looking for Miss Sakura.
By the way, Shal, you are doing a lot of reading. Let me know if you need to take like a water.
Okay. Does a whiskey count?
I mean, if you just need something to wet your palate.
Ranabuki decided to stop wasting time and marched forward.
So we don't need to do that, but immediately look back at the underground chamber. Investigation 2, check pass. And now it will explain. Some choices will require that your attributes reach a certain threshold before you pick them. Once your relevant attribute reaches the threshold, the check is automatically passed. While the relevant attribute is insufficient, the number of points... Man, I'm burpy. The number of points you need to have in that attribute will be displayed instead. If you possess any usable attribute, or... Oh my god! If you possess any usable temporary points, the option to use temporary points will appear as well. Temporary points can be spent to raise your attributes temporarily, for the duration of this choice only. After your choice has been made, the attributes you raised will return to normal. Click on People in the notebook. Click on Ron Ibuki. Here you can see the number of temporary points you currently possess. Every 5 times you encounter a choice that requires an attribute check, you gain 1 temporary point.
Suddenly Ron realized something. If this was just a school, Why would it have such a bizarre, tiny underground chamber in the first place? Holding that question in her head, she turned back to look towards the basement she'd just escaped. What, you guys didn't have a creepy personal space basement?
My
I was
immediate
gonna say,
thought
this
is
is
storage for
Japan,
like
so
janitor stuff or like equipment.
no, you know, old Japanese schools have weird enclosures like this.
Yeah, they just have them
Hey,
around.
where else are you gonna keep the ghosts, man?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
And
what
all
else
the
are you
bad
supposed
spirits.
to lock up the
Why do you think
nerds
they're
for?
locked from the inside? It's so the ghosts can lock themselves on the inside whenever school hours are going.
Good dogs. Only to find an ordinary floor there, without the slightest hint of a hinge or crack. Terror instantly rose into her heart. She quickly rushed back to the basement's original location, but tripped over her own legs in her rush and slammed to the floor.
Good job.
Braun didn't care, though. Going along with the fall, she pressed herself to the floor and tried to pry the floor open with her fingernails. But there were no cracks to be found, no leverage to be had. The wooden floor had become a seamless, solid hole, as though it were the door to a vast vault, unbudging and immovable. Ron slammed her fists on the ground. The only response she received was a heavy thump, indicating that the ground beneath was definitely solid, rather than hollow. The basement is gone. How? Unrelenting, Ron continued in vain to find a hidden seam in the wooden boards. All of her attempts were met with defeat. Ron stared with wide eyes in the face of this impossibly ordinary floorboard. The last frayed strand of sanity that she maintained began to break down. She began to claw at her head repeatedly, trying to alleviate the stress she was under. The more mysteries and unresolved situations that she had to face at once, the greater the stress would grow, she knew. The disappearance of her beloved had been bad enough for her condition, and now incomprehensible situations were showing up, one after the other. At last, the disappearance of the basement had become the straw that broke the camel's back, and Ron's condition swallowed up her thoughts like an avalanche of snow. Miss Sakura, help me.
In your narrator voice.
My mouth began to twitch, trying to stop the foreign masses from spilling forth from within. But I had to open my mouth. I had to drive them away. I had to drive them away. Sakura, save me. The pain in my head and the torment of my stomach spasming as I dry heaved brought me to my knees. My cell phone fell from its pocket and struck the ground, and its screen lit up. Miss Sakura. I twisted so that I faced the floor, clawing at my hair and bringing my legs as far in as I could. It was those memories, that blame, that loneliness which tore at me. They birthed phantasms, opened their mouths and spoke, forced me to depart from the paths of well-trodden common sense, and drowned my reason into the black magma beside me. Stress, fear, and the unknown energized them, empowered them, made them grow ever more rampant, until they were on the verge of taking away my everything. But, Miss Sakura... With my back bent and fists clenched, the notebook fell out of my jacket and splayed open on the floor, revealing a blank page. And in the periphery of my vision, I glimpsed it, that pale yellow page, like the softest of bedsheets or the finest of meat delicacies, but more than either of those. To me, it was most like the tender smoothness of Miss Sakura's skin. Without realizing, my fingers had already reached the page's edge, slowly but steadily, as though a magnetic force was pulling them closer and closer. The moment they touched the page, a familiar sense of safety and overwhelming impulse of impending redemption washed over me. My fingers tore a small piece from the page, crumpled it into a small ball, and threw it into my mouth, and without even bothering to chew, I swallowed it directly into my throat. After a long silence, Ron Ibuki finally stood back up, leaning on the wall for support. I should be able to hold on a little while longer now. Let's go. So, where to next? I need a sanity notebook.
Yeah. So when I said this game's
That'd be
vibes
great.
were immaculate, this is about the part where I got to. Yeah, enough said, really.
I would love it if ever I was like in a depressive mood or anything bad was happening, be like, oh, I could just eat a little piece of my notebook and I'll be fine.
I mean, you can still do that. It's just not recommended to do so.
I feel like this kind of is like also sort of like a self-soothing, almost like OCD thing of like, I'm spiraling. In order to make myself right, I have to go through the ritual that is eating a piece of my notebook.
Yeah. The notebook is an allegory for my meds.
I actually don't have a notebook. Holds the notebook up. It like flashes for a second in static, and it's like a pill bottle.
God.
Fun notebook.
Yummy notebook.
Yummy notebook. Tastes like candy. In investigation mode, click on the arrows to continue forward and leave the current region. Bailey is tired. Regions can contain multiple clickable areas. Move the mouse to search for areas that can be investigated. Areas which have been fully investigated will be marked as investigated. Clicking on them again will allow you to reread their contents.
Ron looked towards the classroom, to her side. The moon was at the perfect angle to illuminate the room with a soft azure light, allowing Ron to notice that the storage drawers in the desks had textbooks in them. Blech.
Also, god damn. That's just like a great, like, fucking still right there. I really like that.
Yeah. It's moody.
It's very blue.
This raised Ron's interest. Observing the classroom from behind a window, she wondered if there were any eclipse worms. Eclipse silkworm.
Eclipse silkworm. Creatures which devour light. All light which shines upon these creatures is consumed, preventing direct observation. Infrared observation reveals anthropod-like animals similar to silkworms in morphology. After reaching maturity, they form cocoons which continuously leak black fluid. In actuality, this black fluid is a substance which also consumes light. Ron Ibuki was once enveloped by a cocoon for 7 days. During this period of time, the eclipse silkworm used its mandibles to continuously feed her an unknown nutrient. The exact nature of which has been lost due to Ron Ibuki's memory loss. After 7 days... Go ahead.
Oh, she's saying these cocoons bleed Vanta black.
Exactly. After 7 days, the cocoon spontaneously disappeared. Immediately afterwards, the area around Rand suffered a total eclipse of the sun lasting 24 hours. As for Ron herself, aside from losing her sight for 7 days, no other irregularities were found in her physical condition.
So weird, that happened to me last week.
I feel like that sometimes.
Ever since that time, she'd been cocooned by the eclipse worms. Ron had taken particular care to avoid those things whenever she could. Yeah, 7 days is rough. She had no desire to repeat the week she'd spent as their captive.
The weird area where her, like, manic depressiveness and schizophrenia met up in the middle, and we're like, I really want to stay in bed, accidentally cocoons herself in a blanket.
Oh, it was the worms.
It was the worms!
It was the worms! Guys, the next time I have a depressive day and I'm stuck in bed, I'm just gonna text you and be like, "It's the worms, you guys. The worms got me."
The worms got me.
Damn.
Once Ron carefully confirmed that there were no mysterious writhing shapes in the darkness, she decided to investigate the classroom. What she most wanted to know right now was whether she was alone in this place or not. Ron approached the door to the classroom, reached out, and easily pulled it open. It's not locked? Ron entered the classroom and found herself enveloped in the fragrance of the room's wooden timbers. She inhaled deeply, enjoying the smell, before she cast her gaze around and began to investigate.
Gotta be careful where you cast your gaze.
Yeah. The fish don't like them in certain areas.
Frogs love them, though.
Oh yeah, frogs
Yeah.
love the gaze. Always cast.
Absolutely.
If you're trying to catch Froggy in Sonic Adventure 2, you should always cast your gaze.
Ever
Works
since they
every
put those
time.
chemicals in the water.
Yeah.
Exactly. Gaze release chemicals.
And it turns the other frogs gay.
Well, but they have to catch the gay first.
Turns the other frogs gay. Are gays just frogs? Or
You know too much.
I'm heading to your location now. I'll be
Oh, I
there.
can just run over to his bedroom and get him right now if you want me to.
Ron
damn.
approached,
You know me.
Ron
You know
approached
too
the-
much. Rapid
Yeah.
running, rapid footsteps moving towards Clay's mic.
You know,
A cry and a thud.
I today in suffering the heat at work had a really long time where I thought about just running away to Montana.
Dude, we will have you.
Yeah.
It was 100 here today, guys. It was so fucking gross.
It was over 100 actually, Shell.
Yay, love it.
So, Bailey, I hate to tell you, it's like 80 degrees
It's
here
so-
and dry. So you're not like able to actually sweat it off.
What do you mean? It's
So
the
the thing
opposite.
is the air
Dry heat is
itself-
so much better than wet heat.
So
I
much
prefer
better.
Wet heat. I prefer wet heat. But
That is a skill issue on your part.
I prefer to be able to sweat off the heat though.
That's not how that works. It's the opposite.
It wicks the heat away
No.
when there's wetness on your skin, doesn't it?
No. Wet heat is whenever
Yes.
you're sweating, but it doesn't actually evaporate because it's just on you.
And it
Correct.
just stays on you.
The moisture
Jared
sticking
actually-
to your skin prevents any of that effectiveness of sweat.
Yes.
You know-
Jared actually the other day sent me a Tumblr post that said, "Truly few things instantly put me in a bad mood more than humidity. Why is the fucking air touching me? Get off. Unhand me."
I'm just gonna chalk it up to my body is fucking weird. Like
I think
usual.
I think you're just misunderstanding what's going on with you.
Maybe I am.
Or David's body is an anomaly.
I mean, it is an anomaly, but
Built different. Like
Incorrectly,
incorrectly.
even.
They lost the
Incorrectly.
instruction manual.
Yeah.
Same with me, actually.
to be fair, Clay, we are both boys who run like fucking furnaces, so
I
That
hate it.
okay,
I
the
suck.
more
It's
I
suffering.
think about it, that's just a guy thing. It's just guys just do that.
maybe.
Because Jared's the same.
Typically, on average, men do run hotter than women.
Yes.
I have too much testosterone. Get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out.
I actually randomly run even cooler than most women. My body temperature rests usually at a solid 97.4.
God, I wish that was me.
Not bad. I do tend to run hotter than pretty much every guy I've met.
You run
It
hotter
makes
than
you
me,
good-
which was a surprise. Like, not
He
by
is hotter
much,
than you.
but okay.
Damn.
You don't have to call me. I know Clay's so pretty, but please.
Just makes him good cuddle fodder in the winter.
Not for someone like me.
Ron approached the nearest desk and bent down to see that there were several textbooks in Chinese stacked in the desk's drawer.
Ray's
Chinese?
playing Crusaders Quest Hero Town.
With how Japanese this place looked, I'd figured. Could you imagine? You're sitting there, wait, am I speaking Chinese? No, I'm not.
I wish I knew like a little bit of Mandarin just to.
风文说
Oh yeah, there you go.
必须容必须
All I have is ni hao.
Yeah, I was supposed to say.
I basically said orange chicken. Thank you, Mike.
Good job.
Halino Kumenasai. That's Japanese, so.
That's
But it's
Japanese.
such Japanese. Are you dead?
That's how are you in Japanese.
Cancel. We're talking about Chinese. Are you saying they're the same?
I know.
Oh my gosh, let's cancel Roxanne.
I didn't say they were the same. I immediately said, but that's Japanese, and then everybody got on my shit.
No, sorry. This is the internet now. It's the internet.
We heard what you said.
We're gonna take like
I
the
hope you did,
slate
because it would
bit.
excuse me.
Yeah.
We remember what we assume you said.
Yeah.
No! Assumations only make an ass out of me.
To be fair, my friend was taking Mandarin and then showed me that poem about the lion in the cave where it all sounded like the same syllable over and over again, and I decided I was never going to learn Mandarin.
That'll do it.
Ron took out one of the literature books with some interest. Can I read Chinese? After flipping through a few pages, though, the contents of the book left her with a slight sense of incongruity.
I can't. It's
This is
decided.
the real reason why. This is the real reason why Shell's doing the reading is because I know these words, but I do not know how to fucking pronounce them.
Or especially when they come up quickly and you're not expecting them.
Okay, so interesting, because those are Ron and Ibuki are Japanese names.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
and she's
native
wearing
language.
a Japanese school uniform, assumed everything looked Japanese.
It might be that she is a transfer and they forced her, or she or her family chose to give her a Japanese name to better assimilate.
Very possible.
Like,
how weird would it be to wake up and try to remember what languages you might know? Like, I never thought about that with amnesia before.
Mm-hmm.
About being like, oh, picking up something and reading it with ease, and somebody going, well, that's Cantonese, and you're like, oh, I guess I fucking read Cantonese.
Oh, I guess that's my native language. Huh. Weird.
Like, how weird would that be?
Oh, 100%.
On top of everything else weird about amnesia, I guess. It looks like a second-year high school textbook. It's nice to see some textbooks in my native language, but why are these textbooks primarily focused on the works of Japanese authors? Ron took a look at the spine of the book. In the space where the publisher's name was supposed to go was the name of a Japanese publisher, the same one who'd published the textbooks Ron had used in high school herself, in fact. But besides the text being changed from Japanese to Chinese, the contents themselves were quite different as well. Strange. Something's not right.
I will say, now that I'm thinking about it, the, character portrait art does remind me of some, Chinese illustrators.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is
Chinese in origin.
Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or some kind of collaborative work.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Ron flipped through the books, noticing that many of the books had been annotated by the students themselves, and in Chinese as well. Why would they deliberately choose to use translated text like this? Just what are the students here even... Ron flipped back to the first page, wanting to know the name of the owner of the textbook, but she found that the space on the first page where the owner was supposed to have written down their name had been left blank.
My book now.
Somebody didn't put their name in the drawer. That's as rude as dying without putting your shoes by the front door.
Exactly.
She put the book back in the drawer and circled the classroom a few times, confirming that there were only textbooks in 7 of the desk drawers. They took notes, but they didn't write their names down. This implies that... Nope. I've got no idea what it implies, actually. At least I know there's probably 7 students in this classroom. Okay.
Ron. It implies that the school owns the textbooks. Honey.
Well, even in... You wouldn't be annotating it anyway then if it was the school owned the textbooks. But
I look at you, Bailey.
in the culture, usually it is you have to buy your own books and it's your own, like
Okay.
it is yours.
Let's see what else there is to investigate. There are 7 kids in this classroom. I think I've pretty much solved the mystery. I know exactly what's going on and who I am.
Window. I must be number 7.
Ron took a step closer to the window. Beyond it was nothing but darkness. She could barely see the waving silhouettes of a tree under the moonlight. It's too dark. You can't see outside clearly. Let's check somewhere else. I'm clearly the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm number 8.
Ron approached the blank blackboard and poked the chalk with trough with a finger. Her finger was immediately covered in a thick layer of chalk dust. So someone's wiped the blackboard here recently then. The fine sand-like texture of the chalk dust conjured an auditory synesthesia in Ron. She turned her head to the window and listened to the sound of the waves. She and An Sakura had lived by the sea for too long. Ron rubbed her fingers, letting the chalk dust fall back to the blackboard tray and cutting off the sound of the waves. Then she noticed a class schedule taped to the blackboard and bent down to investigate it in detail. Language, mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Only 4 subjects. And they only have classes in the morning. The afternoon time slots all just say free time. Coursework looks easy, but what does free time mean exactly? Club activities? Wait, activities that aren't structured and scheduled? I don't know what this means. Help.
Help.
Whatever. No point to thinking about it now. Let's keep investigating.
Alright, I believe that is everything in the room.
Get out of this place.
Gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Leaning against the window on the left side of the hallway, Ron looked outwards to assess the structure of the schoolhouse. She could see that the hallway terminated at a large gate ahead. The gate faced her directly, in fact. She considered the shape of the schoolhouse and decided that, so long as the architect had any common sense whatsoever, this hallway would definitely turn left eventually, so it could connect to the front gate. Ron sniffed a bit, letting the cold air of the hallway pour into her lungs once again. This time it didn't hurt. She merely shivered a little instead, her nerves sharpened by the chill. She now felt like she was in excellent condition. Her heartbeat had stabilized, and her mind was agile. Eating a page always brought Ron into an elevated state like this, like a post-workout athlete who just drunk a refreshingly cold beverage.
I think that notebook is just sheets of acid.
It's
Take my acid. No, you need it more than me.
Now that both body and mind were in top condition again, it was time to deal with the situation at hand. She looked all around and noticed that the design of the schoolhouse seemed rather antiquated. Diagonal wood struts supported the ceiling, and the windows were fixed in place by wooden latch bars which prevented them from being opened. The walls were yellowed with age and coated with cracks. Clearly the schoolhouse had been built a long time ago. As Ron walked, she gently ran her hands along the wall on the side of the classroom, feeling the texture of the surface. The rough sensation from her fingertips reminded her of the last time she touched the notebook. She'd given great attention to the slightly grainy texture of the page. For some reason, doing so had given her heartbeat's pace a healthy increase, as though she'd been caressing her lover's supple waist. Ron shook her head and redirected her attention to the present. Stop thinking about how the book reminds you of your supple skin of your girlfriend.
In book.
Skin book.
Do I want to
Book
fuck my
sexy.
book?
Book sexy. Not far down, she saw that the hallway took a left turn. Scattered moonlight shone down from the left there. It felt unrealistic to her for a moment, like it was an artificially glowing indicator right out of a video game, placed to mark the objective. But she picked up the pace and ran toward the bend in the hallway anyways. When Ron finally arrived at the gate to the school building, she found 5 racks of shoeboxes, typical for a school, most of them thoroughly empty. Remembering that the textbooks she'd looked through in the classrooms hadn't had any names written on them, Ron decided to investigate the shoe cabinets here as well. She was confident that the shoe cabinets would have nameplates. The students would have a hard time finding their own shoes otherwise. It'd give her the opportunity to determine just how many students the school had. Ron wove between the shoe cabinets and found that only the 3rd row of one of the cabinets held any shoes. Exactly 7 pairs. Though the plaques of the shoe cabinets didn't have any real names on them, just numbers, Arabic numerals, from 1 to 7. Ron wondered if she should stay here longer to investigate these shoes, or if she should just leave through the main gate as soon as she could. She quickly came to a conclusion. Her top priority was getting out of here, not solving the mystery of the school or whatever. Ron approached the main entrance and pressed down on the door handle. The door opened compliantly. No lock existed to prevent Ron from advancing. The main entrance is not locked either. Ron has updated her notes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ron pushed the front gate open. The cold wind blowing from outside the room made it hard for her to open her eyes. It was already November, and Ron, who was only wearing a winter uniform, was so cold she started hugging herself to stay warm. She advanced slowly, hugging her own shoulders. The sound of the wind, mixed with the rustling of leaves, seemed to accentuate the courtyard's darkness. At least she knows it's November. That's something.
Yeah.
Even though she'd activated the flashlight mode on her phone, she still couldn't see the path clearly.
You know, her phone should have the date.
Yeah.
True. Looking around, Ron was barely able to make out the silhouette of the buildings. Accompanied by the howling wind and the swaying groves, she felt like the buildings themselves were beginning to writhe as well. Ron pressed on. The sound of the wind grew louder and louder until she could no longer hear her own footsteps. The cold, the darkness, and the slowly accumulating stress had all made her quite frustrated. But she had made it outside, and all she needed to do was escape. To escape was to find the school gates. At least I've gotten outside. Where should I go from here?
I recorded
I
a
do
new
like-
recall point.
I do
Uh-oh.
like these the like hand drawn like maps,
Mm-hmm.
like your investigation sections.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she's personally keeping record of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like paper as well.
Yes. Schoolhouse.
Campus depths.
School gate.
I mean, obviously the important thing would be the school gate.
Ron saw ahead of her an open clearing with good visibility, unobstructed by any buildings. She stared at it and realized that she could see a short wall. Clearly the school gates were over there. The frustration in Ron's heart cleared instantly. Picking up her pace, she ran towards the gates. But upon reaching the gates, Ron was forced to stop. Beneath her feet, an old dirt road stretched out horizontally, while ahead lay an endless expanse of shrubbery, trees, and muddy wetlands. Ron didn't dare venture into a dark swamp like that. By the light of her phone, she saw that the road under her feet led into silent darkness in both directions. She pulled at her hair for a few moments before turning back to the school. Let's wait for morning before I head out.
We are surrounded by swamp.
Spooky swamp. I just came from there. Let's not go back there just yet. Let's wait until we've investigated everywhere else. Idiot. God.
Fuck, man, I'm so dumb. Amazing.
Ron approached the massive arc-shaped silhouette in the darkness, guessing that it was probably the gymnasium. If she got lucky, perhaps she'd be able to find the room where they'd stored the gym equipment and spend the night on a soft workout mat. Sweat. Thinking of this, Ron shielded her eyes from the howling cold wind with a hand and jogged over to the main entrance of the gymnasium. These doors weren't locked either. Ron pressed her hands to the doors and forcefully pushed them open. The resultant creaks echoed in the empty gymnasium. Ron felt like the sounds were cutting into her very eardrums. Ron walked into the gym. It was terribly dark. She groped her way around the walls, but couldn't find a light switch. As Ron raised her head and looked towards the distant, unreachable ceiling, a wordless fear grew in her heart.
I'm gonna take a quick pause and use the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna be right back.
Ew.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to take my meds.
I'm gonna refill my drink.
I'll just be chilling here. Gang gang.
That's because you're gaming.
True.
I'm knocking things off my damn desk. Forcing myself to work on this thing. Before I forget, there will be another Friday in August where I don't have work on Saturday, so I could stay later / we could do something where I can drink.
I look at the camera that doesn't see my face right now. There's just pain in my eyes. I know what's coming.
I mean, we don't have to do that. We could.
Yeah, but it'd be the perfect time. We're knocking off some of the rules though, so we don't die immediately.
Oh, yeah, so I don't throw up immediately.
So I don't throw up either.
I'm not planning on hosting any parties or anything the days following.
Okay, but here's the wrench in that scenario, Shell, which is that the day before is going to be the day before Jared comes back.
Oh, poop.
So maybe not
We'll
too
figure it out.
crazy.
It'll be fine.
Jared will have jet lag.
Yeah. I also wanted to offer Shell that if anything, I took off that day partially so I could maybe go do something fun, but also be available if you need somebody with the boys. But they're old enough; they can be fine.
Yeah, probably. I appreciate it. I will let you know what the plans are for that day.
Yeah, Jared told me vaguely what time he might be getting back, and I was like, okay.
All right.
Anyways,
Cool.
I had to
That-
before I forget.
Yeah, no. Appreciated. That, plus the foreboding atmosphere of the unoccupied gymnasium, and the chill that seemed to seep into her body here, left Ron shivering. She decided that, in comparison, even the cold wind outside possessed more vitality. And so she retraced her steps, closed the gym door, and returned to the courtyard, rubbing her shoulders and looking for somewhere better to go. Gym too haunted. Find next place.
Gym's haunted.
Yeah?
Campus steps.
Campus this large has to have a dormitory, right? Let's try to get in, find an empty room, and lay low for the night.
Yeah, dormitory for their 7 students.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, I could just head back to the school building and rip down some curtains to use as blankets.
Enrollment was just really low for a while.
We're finding
Oh,
out that
yeah.
there are now that there are 7 other students, and Rand was just some hobo that wandered in.
Well, man, they would shut down this school in a heartbeat if enrollment was that fucking low.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Unless it was an eccentric school for cryptid weirdos.
You
I
mean
guess.
like a school for the ultimate talented individuals of the
You
next
know-
society?
You know, Rox, I thought immediately the opposite, which was Xavier's school.
I would
What a
never have
wild
expected for
difference in
you.
thought.
I would never expected for you to go comic book route.
I know, right?
That-
That's really
Among Us.
I feel like we just like mentally switched our answers.
Amazing.
It's okay, man. You can cheat on me. Just make it a little different.
Well, it's funny because I just finished the stream too, so it should be fresh in my mind. But the first thing that came to mind is that.
Is Xavier School for Gifted Individuals?
Yeah.
Wild.
Anyways,
I mean,
One
Marvel
with all
Rivals
of
did
that.
just add Cyclops.
do I look
yeah.
like I pay attention to Marvel Rivals?
No.
You want the answer?
Ron looked all around, remembering that she'd seen a lone house somewhere in the darkness not long ago. Usually an isolated building far away from the main campus like that would either be a lab building or a dormitory. Ron was hoping it was the latter. With high expectations, she advanced towards it. Suddenly, though, a flickering light appeared from a completely different direction. Ron halted her steps and stared at the slowly brightening light. That light's coming from a house, isn't it?
I'm just a southern debutante.
Yeah, I was about to say you got a little,
Listen,
little
You got a little
sweetness in
fancy
that.
southern on that.
Put some
someone
sugar
turn
on
their
it.
lights on. Is it a student?
Oh, don't you mean sugar?
It's the night guard. The night guard's like, bitch, what are you doing here?
Ran. They told me you were missing. Come on. We have to get you to bed. Ugh.
Oh,
This is the
I
second
was
time this
told they
week,
put you.
Ran.
I was told they put you in a facility. I mean, come with me. Everything's fine.
Oh, I thought you were in the crazy bin. My bad. Come on, Ron.
The light's appearance was so tiny that Ron believed he couldn't help but wonder whether or not the light was actually the shining lure of some kind of anglerfish.
It turns out we are in the loony bin.
I'm still just loving delivering these like batshit lines and just being like, this is perfectly normal.
Yes.
Of course, it could be an anglerfish.
This girl thinks like Edgar Allan Poe.
Mhm.
I'm here for it. I love
He
it.
wants to marry your cousin?
Yes.
Maybe, I don't
And-
know. It's a East Asian game. It could be possible.
And come up with eldritch terrors and drink myself to death before actually dying mysteriously of not drinking.
I can't
Wearing
believe that
somebody
many
else's
people have
clothes.
pissed on his grave. Such shame.
I left a pen at his grave.
Hell yeah.
I got to see his. We were driving by in the middle of the night, like it was like almost midnight, which was so fitting. But I wasn't sure if we were allowed to be in there. There was a gate, but it wasn't open, and so I just kind of hopped the other little gate thing and was like, I'm gonna visit his grave.
On the security cameras, they saw like a late 20s woman hop the gate, but then she just like put something down. They checked the next morning and we're like, we're not gonna press charges. She's chill.
Yep, put something down, took a selfie with the grave and whatnot, and was like, all right, sweet. You wrote some great novels. Sorry you died. Bye.
Goodbye.
This is how I hope to go out, mysteriously and wearing somebody else's clothes.
Exactly.
Listen, I ain't
But not-
expecting to be clothed when I die. I don't know how it's
I'm
gonna
not
happen.
expecting it either.
Oh god, Clay's wearing somebody else's birthday suit. That's a whole different story.
Jesus.
That's kind of frightening to think about.
You know me well.
I was going to make a reference, but I'm creeped out now.
When did he make a flesh suit? But Ron wanted to know if there was anybody else here. Even if it risked a conflict, she felt an encounter with another person would at least help shine some light on her situation. Unless he's wearing a flesh suit. As long as she was sufficiently careful, she'd be fine. After all, this wasn't even close to the most dangerous situation she'd ever been in. And now was no time for cowardice. Bitch, I thought you had amnesia. How would you know? Ron touched her notebook again, giving herself a quiet word of encouragement, and then ran towards the light.
Don't you mean Ron?
It's so
Don't you mean rain?
beautiful. I can't help myself.
Oh, that's cute. It has an observatory.
It does. I love those rounded, like, turret aspects of houses. I think they're very fun.
Oh yeah. They could have anything
The
in
place. I would put a library in there.
it. That was one of my thoughts.
The place that Ron had arrived at, in her pursuit of the light, had indeed met her expectations. It definitely looked like the kind of place where accommodation could be found. Most incredibly of all, it was a Western-style building. We're just mixing all the genres here. Western architecture, Chinese
it was
notebook.
an unwise decision to simply barge into the building without
Into the building without any intel.
Western.
Yeah, but I have to do it like a Southern belle.
Oh yeah. A debutante.
Please, a debutante would have fainted by now.
Although
It was an
it
unwise
hasn't.
decision to simply barge into the building without any intel. But that's what I did anyway.
Who up taunting they debut?
But the frigid winds didn't leave Ron hesitant for too long. She quietly pushed open the door and headed directly into the dormitory building without taking off her shoes. Bitch, we went through this already!
You are a corpse now, Ron.
That somebody might take a selfie with.
Or take your shoes off, as you should have at the door.
Yeah, it would serve me right. Ron could feel her cheeks and ears frantically twitching in nervousness. Are you a rabbit?
Yes.
Her eyes darted unnaturally all over, for fear of missing the slightest movement. Carefully.
Might be a rabbit.
She's a rabbit with very, very strong delusions.
Run, rabbit, run.
Someone gave sapience to a rabbit, and it's been downhill ever since.
Carefully, she shuffled her feet till she came to a fork in the hallway. Toward the left were stairs that led to a second floor, and on the right was... As soon as Ron looked to the right, she froze immediately, and then quickly ducked behind the corner wall. She'd heard the sounds of footsteps and pouring water from the right side. Poking her head out slightly, she looked towards it.
A ghost!
On the right was-
Ah! Pulls out a gun, shoots it.
I had a gun? Hell of a way to find that out, too. On the right was an open kitchen. Inside it, a female student stood, facing away from Ron. She was quite tall, and she held a bottle of fruit tea in her hands, which she was pouring into a cup. Ron observed the female student carefully. Looks like she's not armed. Hard to tell how fit she is through the uniform, but likely just an ordinary civilian.
Hard to tell how fit she is due to the lampshade, but she seems normal enough.
I should figure how fit she is. Take off your uniform. What?
Hey,
Who said that?
Girl, take your clothing off.
It's getting hot in here. No, not working? Okay.
Why this sapient rabbit perverted? That's what I want.
I mean, rabbit is.
I
like
guess it's a
here.
rabbit. No,
I'm sorry, Ron. You only have a charisma of 5. You're not able to take her clothes off yet. Sorry.
you have 6 temporary points. This can be alleviated.
Let's bump this bitch up
I
to
use
11.
all 6 points to get her to take off her uniform.
You can.
Damn, I
Harrison's
didn't know
a
it was
bit
going to be
wet.
like one of those games tonight. Shit.
We can make any game into one of those games.
Easily.
Now the goal is to make one of those games into not one of those games.
Oh,
Wait,
you
that would be a
love
challenge.
lovers?
Quick, Bailey. Draw them with their clothes off.
Draw them with their clothes back on.
Okay,
Can't-
now
Wait,
draw them
no.
doing a somersault.
That's just people.
Draw them getting a degree.
Do you remember?
Now, Shell, I want
when-
you to draw Bailey's drawing of her looking through local county laws.
Okay, got it.
Now draw me like one of your French girls.
All
Oh, I
right.
already did that. Wait,
we have
what?
2.
Wait.
I love.
You didn't drop it in chat? You didn't drop it in the server? Hold up.
It's for her private collection, man.
It's my
sent her
creeper
some pics of
collection.
you. I'm sorry, Clay. I love that
Not
we do have
opposed to it. I'll send more. Shit.
I do love that we have a fun little split between artists and 2 dipshits in the call right now.
You know. Do you remember the idea of making a horny game no longer horny? Do you remember when for a split second everybody and their mother online was playing like Honey Pop, that like
Oh
Yes.
yeah, and
Thanks,
that was
Markiplier.
yeah, that was a weird time. Like everybody was playing, and I was like,
Yeah.
looking back at it, I'm like, why was everyone playing this of all games?
I think it's because it's just a good block-breaking game with
Yeah, it was good-
porn in it.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason. It just happens to
I mean,
have
yeah.
porn.
I think it's just funny because going back
Which-
to making a horny game no longer horny because you're here for the block breaking, not
Which,
for the
to my
tits.
recollection, most of Honey Pop is softcore anyways, so...
Yeah, I mean, it was
Shrug.
software. It was definitely questionable about posting it on
YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
I remember YouTubers censoring it, and I was like, at this point, what are we doing?
Well, yeah, they have to let children watch their gameplay, so they have to censor the
I just
titties.
remember Markiplier's stream of Honey Pop 2 and the one character being like, I bet you have a good relationship with your dad.
Oh, yeah.
And Mark's just like,
Sometimes I want to give that man a hug. I swear to God.
It just
Ba-
reminded me
Bailey-
of the fucking one skit where he's like, Siri, call me daddy. And
Yeah.
she's like, I can't find father in your contacts.
Yeah.
He can't escape it. It doesn't matter. He just can't escape it.
Listen, as a professional, dead dad jokes are the best.
Oh yeah.
/ fatherless
My
jokes.
my parents are dead, Parappa. Oh.
She seems
No.
to be close to my age. could consider initiating contact.
Why
Initiate
do you
contact.
Girl,
speak
who
like
thinks
a
like
special
this?
forces op?
Keep up.
Jesus.
Yeah, like she doesn't seem to be armed. Babe, why is that your first thought? You're in a
She doesn't seem to
dormitory.
be armed. She seems normal. Could consider initiating contact. This is Echo 1,
From her-
reporting in. Do not make contact. I repeat, do not make contact.
But from her perspective, what would she make of me? A thief? A home invader?
I guess it depends on our charisma stat.
Or an escaped convict?
Ron.
In a school uniform? Honey
Ron,
girl.
honey, sweetie, is she wearing the same uniform you are? That's my first question.
Listen. Ron turned around and leaned against the wall. Whether or not the students were the ones who locked me in the basement. Either way, I'm definitely not supposed to be here right now.
It locks from the inside, Ron.
Yeah. If they locked you in the basement, they're highly incompetent and you have nothing to worry about. Even if I'm just a victim, the student's natural reaction to a stranger showing up in their dormitory would be alarm and hostility. Not to mention the very real possibility that if it was the students who locked me up in the first place, I should reconsider and find a controlled approach that maximizes my chances of...
Oi.
Delinquent girl.
The female student suddenly appeared at the intersection, startling Ron into letting out a scared gasp as their eyes met.
You always this jumpy? Jesus fuck.
As Ron had predicted, she didn't look pleased at all. Looking at her ear piercings and the fangs that occasionally peeked up from her mouth as she spoke, for some reason Ron found herself reminded of the feral cats that lived under her apartment.
Then it makes sense that I'm giving her a little bit of a growl.
She was taller than Ron, though, and she cast a shadow on Ron's face just by standing over her. It made Ron feel diminished and stressed.
Girl, everything
few-
makes you stressed.
Hey, sorry, I just broke into your house. Hold on a second. I'm just going to eat this paper real quick.
Ron, the ever shivering dust bunny that everyone regards with kindness? Question mark?
To be
A few
determined.
stray memories
Kitty?
of Ron's miserable experiences at school flashed through her mind, unbidden. She quickly blinked them away and focused on the reality before her. Are you a mean girl?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
It looks like she doesn't know about my situation. Let's see where a conversation gets me.
We could. Notice her serpentine bracelet, which we pass. Calm her down, which we only need 1 temporary point for. Introduce yourself. Or you... Oh yeah, use temporary points.
See, again, there's no puncher in the tit option.
Let's calm her down. That could lead to the Riz option.
It could lead to the Riz option.
Nothing rizzes anyone up more than being told
Dude,
to calm
We
down.
have a girlfriend. Come on, man.
Well, she's been missing for
She's
4 years,
been
so...
missing for what? Did it say 4 years or
She'd
4
want
months?
us to move on, but to no avail.
Listen, listen. As the resident lesbian here,
Okay, yeah.
we can't.
Is that similar to Resident Evil?
Yeah.
I want to make that. That sounds very funny.
You just make the Resident Evil cover and want to pick your favorite one and just make
do
it
this
lesbian.
one of 2 ways. One way is we do the fuckboy lesbian, which we did that with Izami.
We did
So
do that
I
with
feel
Izami.
like it's a little overplayed. Or we could do the sad loser pining over my wife, even though she's been
Oh,
gone.
one yearns like I yearn lesbian?
Yeah.
How long was she gone? Was it 4 years? 4 months?
4
4 years.
4
But she's
years. Okay.
4 years. She's still our.
based on
she's still our
age,
own-
is like a quarter of her life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that particularly
Or a fifth. She
has
might
a
be
weigh in
able to
on
do
this.
that,
I couldn't remember how long it was.
It's 4 years. I will say, Ron still has her as her like home screen.
It's time
Yeah.
to get over her. Time to get this delinquent girl on that home screen. You know what I'm saying?
We just combine the fuckboy and the yearning lesbian.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I love that introduce yourself is an option for the amnesiac. Hi, I'm pretty sure my name's Ron.
All right. What do we want to do?
What do you want to do?
Riz, bracelet. Hello, I'm crazy. I mean, Ron.
Okay. Also, a strange girl breaks into or just appears into your living room, and she's just like, "Hey, I see your bracelet." Probably weirder.
I mean, okay.
It's up
Let's
to
calm
you,
her down.
Shep.
Let's use some temporary points. We haven't used any yet.
Charisma has been temporarily boosted. Your charisma is now 6, and your remaining temporary points are 5.
I put my hand on her shoulder
Oh,
and
we
go,
can just keep fucking
"Hey."
ripping it. That's funny.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
All right.
Hey. Don't get mad, okay? I've just gotten lost. It was really cold outside, so I was looking for somewhere to take shelter, and I saw that someone had turned the lights on in here. So Ron raised a hand toward the female student, hoping that a handshake would help reduce the awkwardness between them. The female student flexed her shoulders slightly, and after considering Ron for a moment, shook her hand.
All right, then. Why don't you tell me your name first?
Ron nodded in satisfaction and let go of her hand. My name is Ron Ibuki. First name, Ron, last name, Ibuki. But we're all speaking Chinese here, so you can also call me Lin Jilan.
The hell are you talking about?
The female student scrunched up her brow and stared at Ron.
How can I possibly be speaking Chinese? You're speaking Japanese right now, aren't you?
There was no question that the sounds Ron perceived, both from her and the female student's mouths, were both the most utterly ordinary Chinese.
So I'm not racist. Ron is racist.
You could both be racist, to be fair.
No.
What's going on? I'm clearly speaking Chinese, and she's also... Let's try testing this.
Just read that part. I know you don't know what those symbols mean.
Quiet. This is actual Japanese, isn't it? As soon as Ron spoke those words, she clasped her hands to her mouth. She'd spoken those words with Japanese grammar and punctuation, and was certain that she felt her mouth form the correct shapes for such. But what she heard was completely unremarkable Chinese coming out of her mouth. It was like there was a parasite living in her mouth, controlling her mouth for her. The orders given by her brain and the movements of her muscles were in alignment, and yet the results had turned out completely differently from her expectations. She'd never experienced such an incongruity before, and it left her terrified. Wait a second. Up to now, I've only seen written text. Has only been in Chinese or Arabic numerals. And that book, which was obviously a Japanese textbook, but translated into Chinese for some bizarre reason. Ron held a hand to her forehead, her expression anxious.
Hey, I can call you Ibuki, right? Why'd you get quiet all of a sudden?
Nothing, just, yeah, call me Ibuki. You? The girl seemed rather confused about Ron's rapid shifts in demeanor, but soon loosened her brows and spoke.
My name is Sai Yoruno. Yoruno. There we go. My name is Sai Yoruno. I am a student here. I've recorded the profile of Sai Yoruno.
Sai, confused chick.
After meeting a new character, piano. After meeting a new character, relevant information about that character will be recorded in the notebook. Click Notebook. Click on People. Click on Sai Yoruno. Click on Sketch. Ron will record her opinions on the person in this area. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Characters. Sailor office. We get to get her profile. She's big physicality.
Hey, can you just hang on a second while I sketch you and write out some brief observations real quick?
Very handsome face, beautifully muscled arms. She's got a little fang. Or a Voros bracelet, possibly a Chunibyo.
I am a sucker for a little thing.
Little fang's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always sucker for
Solid.
little fang, spoken from the vampire fucker.
I had a parent. Huh? Yeah, yeah, I'm fucking fully aware. Sai had apparently fully relaxed her guard and returned to the rhythm of her ordinary life, which surprised Ron quite a bit. Her reaction to the sudden appearance of a stranger in her dormitory had been quite underwhelming. Did you want her to shoot you?
Damn it, I trespassed in everything.
And nothing.
Fuck!
Well, there goes that suicide attempt.
This is when a D&D player was thinking like this heist was going to be like this big deal, and the DM is like, you could have just literally walked in and said hi.
Oh, you want
Suddenly,
the
Ron
ledger?
started-
Yeah, here, just give it back after you're done with it. Why
Such
was it
many
that
cases.
easy? Why was it that easy?
Such many cases when you guys overthink stuff.
Suddenly, Ron started to worry about whether Sai had already grown used to this sort of thing. Had there been many past cases where someone had intruded into the school on accident and run into Sai at the dorms, and was then never seen again?
What the fuck?
It's a
Ron?
big intuitive leap there, babe.
That isn't intuition, that's insanity.
I mean, you guys keep being surprised when we know the character we're playing, right?
Yeah, she's crazy
True.
as hell.
Well, if that was the trope at hand, then the next plot beat would probably involve Ron running into a bunch of other people in the same situation, until finally, when dawn broke, only Ron and the final girl were able to escape. She couldn't help but laugh at the third-rate horror movie plot that had appeared in her mind.
That's almost cute, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's pretty late. You should get to bed. I'll introduce you to everyone else tomorrow morning. You can sleep in my room tonight.
Your room? That's a bit sudden, isn't it?
Well, everybody else already has a roommate. My room's the last one left with a vacancy. That's why.
So we
Ron
are
nodded.
the game.
Yeah. Ron nodded, even though that wasn't really what Ron was asking.
Ron, in this moment, receives a call. Hey, are you at the school? Are you ready to teach those kids? What?
Oh, shit.
Wait,
She was the teacher
Fire
the
Emblem
whole
Three
time.
Houses now.
Basically.
So, that was the fastest from hire to fire that we've ever had. I see. You're fine with that, though?
It's wild that the turnover rate at this school is already at 100%.
Ron took a quick look over the layout of the area while she talked. There was a dining table in the open kitchen. On the other side of the dining table, a set of stairs connected the first floor with the second. Under those stairs, a passageway led deeper into the dormitory.
What the hell are you looking at? Hey, I'm
Oh,
talking.
all I could think of is that's not a fucking living room.
That's not a fucking living room!
Ron took the opportunity to memorize the layout of the area. It was clearly a spacious building. If each room had multiple people in it, and Sai Urono's room was the only one with an empty bed, that implied the number of students here might be greater than 7. I'm a stranger to you, aren't I? I thought you'd be more cautious about me. And me? Should I trust a stranger like her? In response, Sai gulped down the last of her fruit tea before stepping into the kitchen and saying,
You're the same age as me, and you don't seem like a bad sort.
Bitch, I could take you out with one punch. I'm not scared.
Oh, bitch, your alacrity is like 4. I can take you in a fight.
She turned on the faucet and began to wash her newly emptied cup. The water made a pleasant splashing sound as it passed over the sides of the cup and flowed into the sink. Before long, Sai turned the faucet off and started wiping her hands.
Unless you're telling me you really are here to cause trouble.
Of course not. I'm a decent person.
That
think.
is the most suspicious thing I've ever heard from another living human.
I'm normal.
Please be cool. Please be cool. Please be cool. The way that Ron spoke with resolve made Sai laugh.
Well, there you go then. Come with me. Don't forget to take your shoes off.
It'd be rude if you die without them. And then die with them on.
Alright.
Okay, so you head upstairs or gay panic.
That's up to you, dude.
It's cold outside. I'm going upstairs.
Okay, understandable.
Ron returned to the entrance of the building and took the opportunity to inspect every single inch of the shoe cabinet when she went to drop off her shoes.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold
Say what was in this
outside.
fruit tea? Sai, meanwhile, simply climbed halfway up the stairs, took a leaning position against the guardrail, and calmly waited for Ron to finish doing her thing.
I don't know who'd be doing it in this situation, but the idea of one of these girls in a deep baritone voice just going, "Baby, it's cold outside," like out of nowhere. It's just so funny to me. It's like, yeah, you'd stay in my room. Baby, it's cold outside. Like,
I'm sorry, what did you
baby,
just say?
it's bad
Nothing?
out there.
No cabs to be had out there.
Ron counted the number of shoes. There were 7 pairs of shoes, most of them in various kinds of student-appropriate shoes, but a pair of short boots stood alone at the very bottom of the cabinet. Girl has a thing with shoes. So there really are only 7.
I'm gonna sniff these later. That's terrible. You know? Oi, are you still not done?
Sai's yell startled Ron a little, and she reflexively scrunched up her shoulders as she answered Sai. Sorry, I'll be right there.
Waking up everybody in the fucking building.
Ron ultimately closed the cabinet without putting her own shoes in. Rather, she left them at the main entrance, toes pointing outward, and followed Sai upstairs to the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor hallway wasn't long. On the left was a balcony from which you could see the bottom floor. On the right, you could quickly walk to the end of the hall. At the end were 4 doors, none of which were marked by nameplates. Exactly the right amount of room for 7 people, if Urano was telling the truth about having a room to herself. As far as the layout of the 1st and 2nd floors went, the building felt like a student dormitory, less like a student dormitory and more like an ordinary civilian residence.
Bunk beds!
Woo! Sai pulled open to there wasn't only one bed.
Nope.
Sai pulled open the outermost door and gestured for Ron to head in first.
So, are you gonna call top bunk or are we cuddling on the bottom?
I have a bad hip and I can't climb ladders, so...
Yeah, you know, alacrity injury. That's why it's only
Oh, what a
7.
coincidence. I'm scared of heights. Oh no.
I'm real scared and real cold. Surely there's a kind stranger somewhere who could alleviate both of those problems for me.
Why are you talking like that?
Ron nodded, entered, and immediately began inspecting everything without so much as asking permission, while Sai got to work spreading a bedsheet out on the lower bunk. The amenities in the dorm room were rather simple. Besides the rather simplistic posters on the wall, there was only standardized furniture, and little in the way of additional decoration. Ron wondered if this was because of the school's rules, or if it was just due to Sai's own personality. After that, she took a few more laps around the room before settling by the windows. The endless darkness outside the windows melded seamlessly into the night sky, as though a vast curtain veiled the whole dormitory.
Alright, are we fucking or what? Welcome to the lesbian retreat.
All right, are you done running laps around the room?
Are you ready to run laps around me? Alright, that's enough rummaging around for you. Time to get into that lower bunk and sleep.
Oh, okay. Thanks. After that, Sai didn't say much. She climbed to the top bunk and used a switch near the head of the bed to turn off the lights.
That's useful.
Seeing the situation, Ron took her phone out and used it to light the path to her bed. She took off her socks and outerwear and lay down on the bed. Its warmth warded away the cold, letting her finally relax fully. The situation had developed quite well, much better than Ron had been imagining. She quietly looked forward to being able to leave this place tomorrow, with the help of the other students, and to set off once again on her journey to find An Sakura. Ron pulled up her blankets and tucked in. The winter blankets are so cozy, and I don't know why, but talking to Urano was relaxing for some reason. Thanks to her, my situation's improved a lot. Should really thank her again. Urano,
Shut it. Sleep. That did not pick up. Sleep.
Okay.
Hug. Shoo. Hug. Shoo.
Ron opened her eyes, tossing and turning on the bed. The unfamiliar environment and ceaseless mysteries continued to torment her mind. Even though the pain which emanated from both her brows and her brain reminded Ron that she'd reached truly dangerous levels of fatigue, she still couldn't get to sleep. Ron rolled over and turned her phone on, hoping to find some comfort in her photos of An Sakura. Now I feel even worse. Ron closed her eyes, and against her will, the memories of the time she'd spent together with An Sakura began forcibly replaying themselves before her eyes. The beautiful past made the painful present even more unbearable. Ron clenched her brows tightly, but it did nothing to stop this venom, sweet like honey, from spreading all over her. Hugging her shoulders, she trembled. Miss Sakura, where are you? Fatigue and drowsiness finally overcame nostalgic memory, and Ron gradually fell asleep, with dream-born tears flowing from her eyes. She's surely dreaming about An Sakura.
Man, I really tried to get some sleep last night, but our new roommate over here kept mumbling Sakura, Sakura, and like rolling violently in her sleep.
Like, it was annoying as fuck.
I like how we're not reading any of this text and it's auto-scrolling.
Yeah.
Is this me?
I don't know.
It's me, and me is the red, and you are the white.
Okay.
But, I mean, we already fucked it up. We might as well just not commit.
It's also going really quickly.
Yeah.
This seems like a totally normal relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oi. Stop fucking violently like alligator rolling in your sleep and get the fuck up.
I didn't think it was possible for somebody to kick the upper bunk, but here we are.
Yeah, God, Jesus, I got a kick on you.
You definitely can kick an upper bunk.
Yeah. This one just looks particularly high. After being called awake, Ron opened her eyes forcefully. Turning her head in a stupor, she stared at Sayurano, who had already put her uniform on. Then she looked at the overhead headboard? Interesting. Only now were her memories of the previous night starting to reawaken. Ron sat up in her bed, her back bent and her mind still slightly muddled, trying to retain the voice of her love from the dream just a little longer. But soon it all dissipated, and all that was left before Ron's eyes were a stranger and a stranger's room. She looked toward her own jacket, remembering the corner she'd torn from the notebook yesterday, and she shook her head. It wasn't yet time.
Don't need my fix yet.
After all, after Anne had disappeared, she had already been forced to eat 18 whole pages out of the notebook to stifle the increasingly serious symptoms of her condition. Damn, girl.
Are you okay? Chill.
Ron shook her head and stared with side eyes at the changes to size head that she couldn't ignore.
You looking at something?
Nothing. I just, cool hairstyle.
That is not how you pick up women.
Nope.
Somehow I get the impression you're not exactly complimenting me. Whatever. Just get up already.
Ron took a long, lazy stretch. She noticed that Sai was holding a small baggie of something. She shook it a few times, and Ron's eyes traced it as it swung back and forth like a pendulum.
Hey, you want some speed? You can stop staring now. That's the bag for my swimsuit. I'm not getting to swim in before the morning meetup.
Swimming? There's a swimming pool here? It's November.
No shit. What? You think I'm gonna backstroke across the courtyard? Now hurry and get up and come to the washstand with me. The person that's on duty for today should have already gotten up, so I'll have her keep an eye on you in my place from now on.
Sure. I noticed it last night when I entered Urano's bedroom as well. Despite how well furnished this place is, it doesn't seem to have private bathrooms. I guess that means even the sinks where you brush your teeth are communal. Ron rolled out of bed, put her socks on, picked up her jacket, and headed out of the room with Sai. Yawning, she pulled her jacket on as she walked. After she was done adjusting its collar, she got her phone out. The screen showed that it was currently 6 o'clock exactly. Quite early.
Really?
I just love that it seemed like, hey, I know you just wandered in here last night, but I guess you're going to school with us today. She followed Sai, descending to the first floor and turning into a hallway next to the stairs. Soon, Ron could hear the sounds of flowing water not too far away.
Oh, Indo. You're on duty. You're on duty today, right?
The person Sai had addressed as Indo turned, with her hands crossed before her, and made a slight bow to Sai.
Yeah, that's a Bailey.
Good morning, you're... over.
Yeah. God, I'm surrounded by psychos. Perfect timing then. I'm handing it over to you. Ibuki, come over here.
Okay, boss. Ron quickly followed Sai and stepped up to her side, preparing to greet Indo. But the moment she saw Indo, she paused. And on the other end, the one who'd been called Indo reacted much more noticeably. She stared back and forth between Sai and Ron, apparently struck speechless, only capable of making sounds of surprise. What's with you?
Why is there a stranger? Chrono-san, who's she?
Calm down, Indo. Deep breath. I'm the head lesbian who herds you fucking cats known as nervous wrecks around.
Indo nodded forcefully, and then started to take deep breaths, as Sai had suggested. Indo apparently took the idea of deep breaths extremely seriously, practically flinging her head all the way behind her back with every breath. Indo, huh? Like the character for Puppy. It does suit her. She's pretty adorable. Why is she wearing a hakama, though? And how come are usually supposed to have flowery decorations like that, are they? Looking closely, the overall design looks a bit similar to Urano's sailor-style uniform.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little loud.
Okay, I'm calm now. Calm.
Urano smiled and gave the hairbun on the back of Indo's head a light tousling up.
Great. Then I'm leaving the rest of you. Why don't you show Ibuki to the classroom, eh? Oh, yeah. And by the way, last night after I came back from swimming, I noticed that the showers weren't getting any water. Make sure you let Asakura know about that when you get to class, so that she can come fix it in the afternoon.
So last night when Urano's hair was wet, it's because she just gotten back from showering at the swimming pool. So wouldn't that hairstyle cause trouble for her while she was swimming? I'm curious.
That's why her hair is down.
I thought so too.
It was.
Yes. I didn't say it. I meant that as a statement, not like a question.
Okay, Urano-san. I'll remember to pass it on.
Sai nodded before turning to Ron and speaking.
Good. So, Ibuki, just stick with Indo and you'll be fine. Don't bully her or I'll kick your ass.
Where did you get that idea of me from? Sai laughed and headed to the washstand to start brushing her teeth.
Good morning. You're Ibuku-san, correct?
That's right. My name is Ron Ibuki. Indo's speaking Chinese too, but if I ask her about it, I'm sure she'll have the same reaction that Urano did last night. And now there's the question of why Indo's wearing a hakama too. Maybe she's some kind of exception to the school rules.
I'm Tama Indo. Nice to meet you, Ibuku-san.
That's a cute sketch.
Ron, why do you draw them all without tops on? Ron? Ron, why? Ron, why?
You know.
Besides Miss Sakura's childhood pictures, I've never seen such an adorable little girl. Hair buns. Adorable. She's so tiny and it's also adorable. Lantern, Hakama? Wearing hand bracelets. They're woven Shintoism? Shrine maiden. Inferiority complex tries to take blood for everything around herself. Noise. Charisma 7.
She's so cute.
She's just an adorable little babe.
She's a puppy. She's puppy.
She puppy.
She is puppy. After Urano told Indo to calm down, it's like a switch had been flipped. Her attitude has done a 180. Just like when Urano first met me last night.
Oh, sorry, I didn't explain. She's my bottom.
Here's some spare toothbrushes and cups. You can use these, Ibuku-san.
Ibuki-san. I don't know why I'm fucking up.
As Thomas spoke, she raised herself onto her toe tips and opened the cabinet behind the washroom mirror.
Toe tips.
After a moment's hesitation, she took out a fresh toothbrush, still sealed in its package, and presented it to Ron with both hands. Then she turned around again and dug up a cup, which she washed several times under the faucet. Then with her right hand holding the handle and her left supporting the base of the cup, she delivered the cup to Ron. So formal. By now, Sai had finished cleaning up. She gave Ron a pat on the shoulder and waved farewell to Tama before she departed from the dormitory's depths. The direction she was heading in was the opposite of that of the main entrance. Ron rinsed her mouth as she watched Sai depart, and she spat out the foam, cleaned off the cup, and placed it back on the washstand. But Tama didn't seem satisfied. She took Ibuki's cup and gave it a second washing before replacing it back in the mirror. Well, now I just feel a bit embarrassed.
Now, if you'll allow me to escort you to your classroom, Ibuki-san. Oh, I mean, Ibuki-san.
I don't know what she missed.
She said Sama first.
The Sama the first time. Yeah. What did she just call me? With a light smile on her face, Tama bowed slightly before placing her hands in front of herself and quickly stepping in front of Ron. Ron followed her to the entrance. Tama bent down and opened the bottommost shelf of the shoe cabinet. She took out a pair of short boots and sat down to methodically lace them on. Ron's shoes had long since molded themselves to her feet, so it didn't take more than a few seconds for her to slip them on. She waited next to the door for Tama to finish. Tama meticulously tied her shoelaces in exactly the proper configuration and made a few slight turns after she stood up, as if to confirm that she put on the shoes properly. After that was done, she tapped the ground with her shoe tips and made a slight bow toward the interior of the dormitory before she finally spoke to Ron.
No, I'm the inferior of the dormitory.
Thank you for your patience, Ibuki-san. Let us depart.
Ron nodded in agreement, and the two left the dormitory together, heading towards the schoolhouse that Ron had just escaped the previous night.
Girl.
Wait, the schoolhouse gave birth to me. Mom?
I emerged from the depths, and I could. Yep, that tracks.
The schoolhouse's mom.
During the day, the courtyard looked quite plain and unassuming, much different from how ominous it had seemed last night. Ron walked quite slowly, following behind Tama, observing the distant mountain ranges, the coarse soil under her feet, and the old wooden buildings around her. Suddenly, a thread of nostalgia rose in her, and she found herself thinking of the time she and An had visited An's grandmother in the countryside. Grandmama!
Grandmama.
An Sakura's grandmother had a strange disposition and kept calling Ron a little raccoon for some reason. She was exceedingly gentle and kind with her granddaughter, though. She would often wheel a little hand cart to bring them chilled watermelon while Ron and An were fishing next to the river, though she always wound up eating Ron's portion herself somehow. I didn't really like being called Little Raccoon, but Miss Sakura said that raccoons were adorable, so I had no choice but to let her grandmother keep calling me that.
I think Sakura's grandma was doing a microaggression.
I think so too.
Wait, what am I even doing? When Ron had followed Tama all the way to the vicinity of the schoolhouse, she halted and called out to Tama. Hold on, Indo. Almost let myself get caught up in the atmosphere here. I'm not here to attend school. Indo, I only stumbled into the school because I got lost. But I'd like to get out of here before one of your teachers catches me here. Could you tell me which way to the station from the gates? After hearing Ron out, Tama shook her head and opened her mouth to speak.
I'm sorry, Ibuki-san. There are only 7 students here, and no teachers.
There are only 7 students and no students. We are all teachers here. Ron Ibuki.
Well, I mean, that's fine. The school burst me last night, so not the weirdest thing.
Oh, then you're the teacher. Finally! We got a teacher, everyone! They all like coalesce around Ron.
Unfortunately, guys, we're going to be learning this in Chinese, so sucks to be you. Tama smiled, as if she'd just thought of something pleasant.
Well, 8 now, including you, Ibuki-san.
Ibuki, you didn't just appear here. You were chosen. What?
We were all chosen to be here.
We were all
But school
birthed
chose you
by
to be
this
one of
school.
us. One of us. One of us.
You're
Oh,
the
you know that
chosen
thing
one,
where you
Ron.
wake up underneath the stairs, even though there's nothing underneath the stairs? That happened to all of us.
That happened to every
Yeah.
single one of us. Where you wake up
But you're
with
not
no
special.
memories except who you are and your own personality. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also thoughts of a distant long lost lover.
Yeah.
Same.
We are 8 lesbians birthed by a school.
we
love
all
Aunt Sakura.
wait, and
We
we
all
all
love
love
Sakura.
on Sakura.
Don't you understand? She got close to me, uncomfortably close. We all love on Sakura here.
Here we all love Sakura, and we all are Sakura.
What? You just narration. You distinctly remember not being on Sakura.
Just go with it and let it happen.
We take turns with the pink wig.
Oh my god!
She decided not to scrutinize Tama's words, so she simply clawed a bit at her hair and gave up thinking about it. She'd already made up her mind last night in the school building that she didn't need to explain the mysteries of the school. As long as she can get out of here, it'd be enough. Okay, so there's no teachers in this school then. Could you tell me where I should go if I want to leave?
Ibuki-san, I'd love to help you, but it's impossible to leave right now.
What the fuck?
Say, well, yeah, the swamp will eat you. This is the swamp eating you season. And nobody leaves during swamp eating you season.
You see, if you get too far away from the mother, the swamp will eat you.
Sorry,
What?
we're actually in a Dark Souls game.
Oh god.
Miyazaki put another one
No.
of his poisons.
No!
right
I can't be back! No!
Ron narrowed her eyes. She figured it wouldn't be that easy.
Ron, don't you remember doing character creation and then waking up in Undead Verge? Undead Verge is what we call the place underneath the stairwell.
It's the tutorial stage, which is why you can't go back to it.
Yeah. I'm dressed in Shrine Maiden clothes because I'm actually the Fire Maiden or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember. It's been a while. I must pluck out my eyes now. And you have to watch.
Oh god.
Ran nowhere to rise.
I already read this line.
Did you? Shit.
Still, if Ron could learn what the nature of the obstruction was, she'd be able to come up with a plan for it. Tama raised a hand and pointed towards the northwest.
If you leave the school, then turn left, there's a tunnel passage that will bring you to the nearby village.
The tunnel will also eat you.
I thought you just said that we couldn't leave. Oh, okay.
I
there was a-
just told you.
There was an incident at the tunnel that caused a cave in. So you can't leave through it, and there's no other ways out of the area.
The mother bombed the tunnel, so we have no easy means of escape.
Ron's brow lifted at Tama's words. She instantly felt as though she was merely a step away from escaping the school. So that's how it is, huh? That's not so bad. I was worried it'd be some kind of occult or supernatural situation. The fact that the exit exists at all is good news. Just that it's blocked is all. An accident? So when exactly did the tunnel get blocked?
I don't know. We discovered the blockage a year ago.
Fucking excuse me?
You've
The
been here for a
music
year
turns
too,
off.
doing school, and it's fine? Are you serious? A whole year? Ron stared with wide eyes, Tama's words echoing in her head. Tama nodded. She apparently saw nothing wrong with her statement, and instead looked curiously at Ron.
You don't understand, Ron. When the tunnel got blocked, the mother told us she would gestate a new pupil to join us within the year. And here you are.
She guaranteed we'd never be bored. She would bring others.
Is something wrong, Ibuki-san?
Something wrong with that. You said just now that the tunnel is the only way to get to the outside world from here. So none of you have gone home or talked to your families in a whole year? And if the road is blocked, then nobody can get in here, right? So what have you been eating? Are you telling me you had a year's worth of supplies stored in your school? Honey, that's what the other students were for.
You don't
Yeah.
understand, Ron.
We didn't
2
start
jokes.
off with 7.
Yeah. 2 jokes. That's one of them. The other one was, well, actually, this is a government experiment to see if lesbians can get each other pregnant.
We can't, but apparently we can get the
All-out
school
ass
pregnant.
The mother provides new lesbians for us each year.
I don't know. There's always been enough to eat at the school.
Ron couldn't help but let a heavy sigh. Look, even disregarding the food thing, you're telling me the situation is that you all have basically been locked in here for over a whole year. You don't think there's anything weird about that? Tama had broken eye contact with Ron and was looking straight down at the ground while nervously fidgeting with her fingers.
Looks back up. You weren't supposed to ask that question.
Nobody questions the mother.
Don't
I-
question mother.
I don't.
Seeing Tama's reaction, for a moment Ron thought she was looking into a mirror. She quickly lowered her voice in contrition. Sorry, I got a bit worked up. But you really aren't worried about being trapped here?
I mean, calling it being trapped.
Is accurate?
Okay, I just had to do something for the sake of joke. It's really weird. We always have enough food, but every now and then Yoruno just goes, "All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back," and then she comes back with the food we need to eat. Like a
We've
mother
never
bird.
questioned it because
We're supposed to stay at the school anyway, until we graduate. I'm sure the tunnel will be fixed by then, so as long as we can leave by then, we'll be fine.
situation, huh? But
I'm sorry, Ibuki-san.
Thomas spoke timidly, interrupting Ron's thoughts.
Can we hurry to the classroom? I'm afraid I don't have enough time to clean up.
I'm still rolling
Thomas-
over. Turns out we can't, but we can get the school pregnant. I'm still rolling over that.
The government was not anticipating this outcome.
But it is making more lesbians, so like the
But also
experiment
schizophrenic
continues.
ones. So
Yeah. Each
We're
new
cooked
lesbian
for
has
too long.
more problems than the last one. We think it's diminishing returns, but we're not confident enough to stop the experiment yet.
it birthed what seems to be a fully formed adult lesbian, but it also gave her a myriad of psychoses.
At least it's better than the last one. They like turn over. It's just the silhouette of like a mass of flesh. Like in a
We don't
test
talk about
tube.
her.
We don't talk
Continue
That's
the
about
Doris.
experiments. The Yuri must be more doomed.
we don't talk about Ansakura.
Thomas' gaze slid all over the place nervously and unnaturally, trying to look anywhere other than into Ron's eyes. Ron could practically hear the grinding sounds. It was like she and Tama were gears spinning in opposite directions so that their teeth now clashed against one another. Is this really the time for cleaning? Ron decided to capitulate and go along with Tama for now.
I read that as catapult for a second.
Sorry. Yeah, let's go then. A year.
Yeah.
No matter how you think about it, being trapped in a school for a whole year can't be called normal.
No.
And how long was I in the basement that doesn't exist? Let's go ahead and meet the other students for now and see how they feel. With any luck, I'll find someone who wants to get out of here like I do.
I'm waiting for like one of the endings to be like, you hallucinated the whole thing, none of the girls were real.
Yeah.
I've just been walking around the asylum talking to walls and potted plants.
Exactly.
This potted plant is Tama. After they entered the school building. See, she's laughing. After they entered the school building, Ron had wanted to ask Tama whether she had any thoughts about the broken down staircase ahead of them. But the overly natural way that Tama had been behaving up to now made Ron think that, even if she asked, Tama would only give some entirely inconsequential and irrelevant response.
Damn.
What was interesting, though, was that after Tama took off her short boots and at the shoe racks and placed them in their cubbyhole, she actually took out a pair of black wooden clogs for use as indoor shoes.
The cubbyhole, where we put all the girl cum to make the school pregnant.
I zoned out for 2 minutes.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
You know, David,
behind that phrase, but like
Dude.
hearing all of it.
No, you cannot.
David, you know, that explains why they're not able to get each other pregnant. They're putting the girl cum in the wrong place.
Putting it in the wrong cubbyhole.
They're putting it in the wrong box.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mother provides everything except sex ed.
We were only taught this in euphemisms, and it's not working out, guys.
Listen, we saw what was in the classroom. It was just like chemistry, whatever the fuck. There was no sex ed on that school schedule.
Oh, I think I suddenly understand what free time is now. Got it.
It's where we practice. We're never successful, though. So far, we've gotten to take off your clothes and hug, but we've gotten no further within a year.
Well, and putting the cum in the boxes.
And putting our girl cum in the cubbyhole.
But somehow that worked to impregnate the school,
We
so
got you out of it. So something happened.
you're our baby now.
God.
And it looks like there wouldn't be any irritating clacks of wood clogs against wood flooring anytime in Tama's future.
Somewhere.
She walked in them with easy poise and utter silence, like she was taking a stroll on an early morning street free of other pedestrians. Ron guessed that maybe Tama possessed some special walking techniques or something. Like how, in the movies, the maids at traditional hotels could run down the wooden halls together all in a row without making any noises that might irritate a guest.
Heel toe, motherfucker.
Yep.
Following Tama like this in the hallway, the difference between what she saw now and what she'd seen during the night made Ron feel that this place might not be so bad after all. In the past, she'd always arrived very early to school as well, and the school building from back then was just like the one here, empty and devoid of everything except her and the last night's air. And later on, a certain An Sakura would join Ron at her side on mornings like that. Miss Sakura, just where are you?
Y'all don't yearn like I yearn.
As Ron's brain spun a memory up for her, Tama, who was still ahead, suddenly stopped to pull out a red and black flip phone from the inner pocket of the upper half of her outfit. She opened the phone and tapped at it a few times. Then her eyes began to shine as she raised her hand to cover her giggles. Tama seemed like she was trying to type something into her phone and held it with both hands, tapping clumsily on the numpad with her thumbs.
Yeah, number patty. Numpad.
I know, it's the numpad.
At least
I
it's
will
not
say it
outside
is-
where she-
It is also getting late for me.
It is getting quite late for y'all. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock already. I'll check and make sure. Okay, yeah, everything's working just fine. Do you want to pause here? Or do you want to go like another 10 minutes and see if we find a better stopping point?
Go another 10.
Okay.
Sure.
Can y'all see?
What is it? Something good happen?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just my roommate always sends me a text message every morning after she gets up.
It's also accompanied by like a titty pic, so it really amps me up.
With fascinating content every time, too.
I was joking.
Thomas smiled in self-evident bliss.
Asakura-san is my roommate. I believe she's been mentioned before.
Wait. Ron raised a hand, making a timeout gesture with it. You said you got a text?
Yes, that's what they're called, right? It's that thing where I can see the words that Asakura-san sends to me.
Ron immediately pulled out her own phone out of her pocket. She swiped open the screen, only to find the upper left corner continued to read, "No signal. Clear as day." No signal. Indo, can I see your phone?
Please, go right ahead.
Tama presented her flip phone to Ron with both hands. The screen on Tama's phone read the exact same, though. No signal. It left her thoroughly vexed. Ron tapped her own phone number into the antique flip phone. But she only got a mechanical-sounding female voice, which informed her that she was unable to connect. Even more strangely, her phone, which definitely had a Japanese SIM card plugged into it, was emitting system error noises in Chinese.
Oh.
Alright, sure.
Clearly you
Okay.
don't have Verizon.
So the students' phones must have been modified in some way? This is all just one big Verizon ad. Sorry for the holdup. Here's your phone back.
In the middle of nowhere in a school surrounded by lesbians?
Yeah.
Want to get out? Well, with Verizon, you can...
With Verizon's 4G coverage.
Verizon's
Yeah,
high
Ron
speed.
handed the
You can talk
Yeah.
to anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Ron handed the phone back to Tama, who carefully returned it to its interior pocket. Ron couldn't help but feel like the phone and the Hakama Tama wore made for a bizarre combination, even though the flip phone itself was quite outdated as well.
I'm sorry. I don't understand much when it comes to how phones work.
You don't need to apologize about that. How come you're always trying to apologize, Indo? We could talk about the phone thing later. Let's get going for now.
Okay, I often make trouble for others because I don't know how to use my phone. So Ibuki-san's reaction made me worried I've done something wrong again.
The school spawned me under a rock.
I currently am under the impression that perhaps these girls are from different times and they get lost here.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
and just kind of like assimilate into all of it and accept it as normal.
Hence the Chrono part of Chrono Jumper.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
The way she thinks is as adorable as the way she looks. I wish I could touch her hair buns. It's fine. It's my problem, not yours. Tama nodded. The two of them continued advancing down the hallway and quickly reached the classroom. Tama jogged all the way to the storage cabinet at the back of the classroom and opened it. She got out a broom and a dustpan and began to tidy up, starting from the rearmost row of desks. Let me help as well. Is there anything I can do?
Sure, Ibuki-san. Thank you.
Can you dump all this dust into the place beneath the blackboard? The little, like, the edge there? It's where we keep all the dust. Oh, that's why.
Could you wipe off the window and blackboard with a rag, please? A dry rag will be fine.
Okay. Ron approached the storage cabinet, taking the opportunity to investigate if there was anything noteworthy in the cabinet. But she didn't find anything worth mentioning. Ron could only take up a white rag and start wiping off the blackboard at a measured pace. After she finished cleaning off the blackboard, Ron raised her head, watching Tama's petite form scramble all over the room cleaning things up. She suddenly felt like there was something strange about the classroom. By the way, Indo, why does the classroom have so many desks if you've only got 7 students here?
We're preparing for more.
Oh, that.
Tama took a long breath, apparently very pleased with the fruits of her labor.
It was like this when we showed up here. We thought about reorganizing, but the desks are pretty heavy and moving them all would be a lot of effort. So we decided to just keep the place as is. If we use the spare desks as extras if we ever need them.
Ron feigned apathy and nodded, thinking to herself. This explanation just barely makes sense. It's similar to the question of why the students are packed up 2 to a room despite how large the dormitory building is.
Well,
It's not that weird on its own, but there's gotta be a more reasonable ways to handle these things, right? But Ron looked at Tama, who was reorganizing the storage cabinets with her back to Ron, and opened her mouth to speak.
All right, gang. Ask about the difference or Riz.
Honestly, if she's any kind of shrine maiden, I could see that being an exception. I would say Riz.
Riz.
Indo, that hakama looks wonderful on you. It goes really well with your hairstyle. Can I touch it?
Really? Thank you, Ibuki-san.
Tama set down her broom. She turned and raised her arms and shook her wide sleeves towards Ron a few times.
I was a little afraid to wear them at first, since it used to be that only the young mistresses were permitted to wear fine clothes like this. When I visited the instructor back then, I always had to wait by the door for the young mistresses' classes to end. I always wanted to wear clothes the way that they did and attend school like them. Not to mention the lengths that the young mistress and I were forced to go to after that earthquake. It was terrible.
In a departure from her usual restrained demeanor, Tama began to speak in a higher-pitched voice. She was clearly quite excited.
That's why I'm so happy nowadays. My classmates are all so kind to me, and I even get to wear such fine clothes as these.
Young mistress. What did she mean exactly by not being allowed to wear fine clothes? What is Indo talking about? Indo, where did you live before you came to school here?
Over in Yokohama.
What? Yokohama? Wait, what did you say about an earthquake? And your clothes? Could it be? How could that be possible?
I'll take her. Whoa, a new face.
Someone suddenly shouted from the classroom door. Ron turned her head and saw a female student with her hands in her pockets, quickly stepping toward the blackboard. The female student grinned. She seemed quite interested in Ron.
So, what's your name? Are you a transfer student? When did you get here?
Ron immediately noticed an embroidered crest on her uniform's breast. It had clearly been sewn on after the fact, rather than being a crest of the school itself. Before she could answer, though, another student entered the classroom.
Yeah, we'll do
Thinking voice. I'll just do normal. What is it?
No, what is it, Aya?
No,
it.
no. What is it? Aya did something?
As soon as the latest arrival saw Ron, the smile on her face fell away immediately.
Who are you? Why would there be anyone here other than ourselves?
The female student, who'd been addressed as Aya, was circling Ron and scrutinizing her from head to toe. These two have different uniforms as well. Well, theirs are relatively more modern. With quite the unified design. I'm Ron Ubiki. I found my way here after I got lost.
Lost?
Good morning, Tama-chan.
The second of the female students furrowed her brow a bit, staring at Ron.
Morning, Toya-sama. No. Toyama-sama.
The voices of people speaking around you will appear in the form of speech bubbles in the upper right corner. The newest speech bubble will be indented further than the others until the next bubble arrives, at which point
Oh.
it returns to its regular position.
Different
on the right.
girl. No, it was my other girl.
Yeah.
Good morning, Toya-sama.
Toyama?
The fact that it, like, yeah, they
Yeah.
Toyama-san is like
But
it's,
Yama-sama, yeah, that's rough.
the fact that they like cut it off.
Yeah.
It's not helpful.
Yeah.
If you missed a conversation, you can check the logs for lines marked with a star. Helpful. Lines heard through eavesdropping in this way will be recorded in the order in which they were heard. Not here. Heard.
Weird. We're here in the mountains, and the tunnel's road's been closed off.
Are you on duty today?
So how did you get lost?
Sorry. Wait, stop. Stop me right here.
Reading it. So how did you get so lost that you wound up somewhere like this?
The suspicious female student, who wouldn't stop asking incisive questions, seemed rather displeased. Ron, on the other hand, felt her mood brighten just a little.
Are you on duty today?
Mm-hmm.
The student in the tuxedo uniform is the first person in the school to actually ask why I appeared here at all. Still, if I tell her that I don't know what's going on either, it'll just make her more suspicious of me. It might even impede my ability to converse with the other students. My best hope for now is to just blunder through, and talk to her again later once I've understood her a little better.
No wonder Makoto's not here yet. She never gets up this early, does she?
I'm more than happy enough with Akus.
Whoa. I hate the way that they cut these things
It's
off.
rough.
Asakura-san. Asakura-san's usual willingness to accompany me to class.
I don't know why, but I have the feeling she's going to be very helpful to me in the future. I don't remember either. I just know that I came to this area to look for someone, and then before I realized I'd...
You haven't actually answered my question, have you? Are you hiding something?
Okay, Miho, stop bothering the new girl now.
The student named Aya put both her hands on Ron's shoulders, looking quite pleased.
It's rare for us to get a new student. Try your best to get along with her. You go by Ron-chan, right? I'm Aya. Aya Toyama. Why do you draw them like that? Ron, stop being horny. Bonk. Stop.
Even though I know she's calling me, what did she say, Ron-chan?
Yeah, Ron-chan.
In Japanese, it still sounds so awkward in Chinese.
And the rude but cute one over there is Miho Take. Take? Take. Take. Take?
Oh, it did not advance for me.
Hold on. Might be lag. Let me know.
The music also cut off.
Yeah, that's your end, I think.
It's my end. Let me see if I can...
Gotta say mine too then, because it's still stuck.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it loaded now.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. And the rude but cute one over there is Miho Take. I think that's how you pronounce that.
I think it's Mio.
Okay, yeah.
Well, Mio, that's easy. It's the last name. It's the surname I'm having trouble with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you were
it's
saying-
okay.
You were saying Miho.
Oh, okay.
I suggest you keep your distance from her.
This is Miho. As in mine. Get away from her. Ron, where are you? Me.
After dropping that parting shot, Mio retreated back to her own desk, as though she'd lost all interest in participating in a conversation related to Ron.
Excuse me. Don't worry, Ron-chan. Mio always talks like that, but I know the truth. She's very happy that we've got a new classmate in our school as well.
Not in the slightest.
You answered that way too fast.
What even is up with these two? They doing a bit?
If we did like screenshots and said it, that would be a perfect one just for you and me, David.
Though Toyama's got a choker on her neck. Seems like she's got rather particular taste.
Ask Aya about the embroidered crest. Check fast. Or ask Aya about the blunt tunnel. Well, we already know about the blunt tunnel.
Yeah, I'd say ask her about the crest. Toyama, did you embroider the crest on a uniform yourself?
You're asking about the crest, Ron-chan. You've been staring at my choker the entire time. That's what you're really curious about, isn't it?
Yeah, insightful.
Aya pointed at the star-shaped bangle dangling from the choker on her neck.
I guess we haven't looked at the girlie's profile also. Alright. Aya Toyama. Investigation 5, Alacrity 6, and the first report. Alright. Thinks she's a rock star? She's a bit taller than Indo. Also a small girl. And Mio, who is big investigation, bad at physicality, and then an alright talker. Fun. There's girl. Very long legs, ideal proportions. I'm gonna bonk her on the head. You got more-
Incredibly pretty, but not as much as Miss Sakura, of course.
Pretty smart too, apparently. Moon. Your patterns on the neck are wrong. Because you are insincere, I'm not gonna tell you this time. Ask again later.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not fair.
I'm gonna have to pull my ripcord. It is getting late for me.
Yeah, understandable. This is probably a good place to stop after we have met those two.
Okay.
Bye.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, love you!